What's going on, everybody? Jordan Stupar. You have made it to my channel. I appreciate you being here. My intention is to provide you with value in regards to business and sales technology and entrepreneurship. As I am the CEO and co-founder of Sales Domination System, I'm pretty passionate about sales and technology. And so today what I want to do is I want to tackle and answer one of the most frequently asked questions that I see all over social media, that I see inside the businesses that I do consulting with. And the question is, what is the best CRM for you? In my own experience, I've heard people say that the best CRM for you and for your team is the one that you actually use, which is about as foolish as saying that the best tacos to eat are the ones that you can eat, or that the best water for you to drink is the water that you can drink, or that the best car is the one that gets you from point A to point B. Do you see what I'm saying? We all know everything from tacos to cars to water to CRMs. We're all created differently, and saying that the best one to use is the one that you do use is just foolish. So let's continue with my answer. Before I give you the 13 things that you need to be looking for inside of a CRM before actually buying one, I do want to let you know that although I would love to earn your business here at Sales Domination System, my intention in making this video is to genuinely, earnestly, and honestly provide you with real information, real questions, and real perspectives that I believe you should be able to take into the marketplace so that you can make the best decision moving forward. With all that being said, here are the 13 things that you need to be looking for when shopping for a CRM. At the end of the day, the very first job that a CRM was created for, and the most basic job that a CRM does now, is store your customer data. Names, phone numbers, email addresses, birthdays, follow-up reminders, you name it, it's important to be able to store this data. Now, many CRM companies out there will limit the amount of contacts or records you're able to actually store into your CRM. So please be mindful based on the different packages or companies that you're looking at to find out if you need more data storage. And by the way, it's not something that I believe that you should have to pay for. It should be unlimited. The second thing that you're going to be considering when switching CRMs or buying one is how do you get your data from one place to another. And by data, I mean names, phone numbers, email addresses, all of that customer data that you actually have. How are you going to move all those points of data from one place to another? And if you do it, does it take a long time? If you do it, do you know how to do it? And by the way, does the company that you're considering doing business with, do they offer any type of service or API or sync that allows you to quickly and easily move contact data to the next place? You have to know this. It is one of the biggest friction points when it comes to switching CRMs or moving everything from a spreadsheet into a CRM. So be mindful. How do you actually move data? And is it your responsibility, or is the company that you're doing business with going to be responsible for handling that data migration for you? The third thing that you're going to be wanting to look for are what I like to call customer engagement tools. These would be the components of your CRM that actually, if applicable, exist and allow your people to make phone calls, send text messages, do email integration. At the end of the day, majority of CRMs in the marketplace are a CRM or a data repository that don't actually allow you to make phone calls or send text messages or do email integration. So be mindful, depending on your business, what your people are actually going to be using to communicate with customers. Are they going to, as you purchase a CRM, still have to use a desk phone? Are they still going to be using their own mobile devices to text message customers? Are they still going to be inside of Microsoft Office or Gmail to send emails? Be mindful of understanding that many of these different types of applications will not come included in the CRM that you're shopping for. So, depending on your business, you may want to find a CRM that also includes tools, customer engagement tools, that allow your people to actually communicate with your customers, like phone calls, text messages, email, and of course, social media integration. In addition to allowing all of our customers to have unlimited data storage inside of their account, we also allow them to make phone calls, record phone calls, send both SMS and MMS text messages, as well as email integration and social media integration as well. The reason for this is because most CRM companies just give you a CRM. CRM. And on top of purchasing that, you're probably going to want to integrate with a dialer or some text messaging service or an email integration tool. So be careful as you're shopping around how many different things you have to buy on top of the CRM, or if you're shopping for a CRM that includes everything that you need. Analytics and reports, dashboards for managers, executives, and business leaders so that they can track their team's sales metrics or KPIs, so that they can inspect what they expect out of their team's productivity. Now, be very mindful moving forward with your CRM company of choice that the CRM company that you're choosing to do business with actually has all of the reports that you need. Visibility when it comes to sales metrics and reports are very low across the board for CRM companies because, again, most CRMs do not include a phone dialer, text messaging, emails. So at the end of the day, you're not getting all the reports that you actually need. If you do hold your team accountable to any phone call metrics, talk time metrics, text messages, emails being sent, you're going again to want to get a CRM that actually has those functions within it so that you can get accurate reports when you actually need them. Furthermore, you may want to require that the CRM you do business with minimizes the amount of data entry that your sales team actually has to do, because more often than not, you're going to get faulty reports because your team is entering inaccurate data or just not entering it at all. The next thing that you're gonna need to look for when looking at a CRM is their ability to actually append your data. What I mean is by taking your contact list and all of the data that you do have, names, phone numbers, email addresses, and using that pre-existing data to actually crawl and scrub the web looking for additional points of data for that same contact, like social media profiles, additional email addresses, geographical locations, behavioral profiles. There's literally close to 500 different points of data that you could have on each customer or contact that you have inside your CRM. And if you're anything like me and you'd prefer to have a better conversation with somebody, knowing before you get on the phone call if somebody's an automotive enthusiast or they like baseball or they live in Dallas, Texas, these are some of the things that data appending is good for. So again, your team can curate better conversations with a prospect without actually having to spend the time doing some of that homework or research on their own. Data appending or enriching customer data is something that takes a lot of time and guesswork out of what your team may have to do before a phone call, again, in order to have a better conversation. Another pro tip or question to consider when doing business with a CRM company that actually does append data is, are they able to do it in bulk? If you gave your CRM company 50,000 customers that you're gonna put inside their system, are they able to actually take all 50,000 and append that data at one time in bulk on import? Or is your team gonna have to be responsible for clicking a button 50,000 times? One of the hot words right now inside of the CRM and SaaS industry is automation. What can I set up within my CRM that allows me to automate certain processes? When a customer fills out a lead form on my website, how do I automatically take that customer data, put it into my CRM, then from there, how do I distribute that contact or that new lead or assign it to somebody on my team to call them? And if they don't actually pick up the phone, can I automate then my email campaigns to fire day 1, day 4, day 5, so that I can start engaging with this customer without actually having to be responsible for spending the time doing it myself? There's a lot of different applications for automation. So again, depending on your business, depending on what you're actually trying to accomplish, there may be some key automation components that you want to consider or have with your CRM. And if your CRM is unable to deliver those automations or is incompatible with other integrations or applications that can help automate some of those processes, you may want to take your business somewhere else. Another quick pro tip when it comes to automation is, what are you optimizing for? I know automation exists in almost all CRMs for lead distribution or actually taking customer data and putting it inside the CRM. Some of the things that I like to talk about when it comes to automation is text message automation, video messaging automation, phone call automation, automated data entry. These are the things that intrigue me and some of the things that make Sales Domination System a little bit different. So if you are looking to automate all of the stuff that your salespeople complain about, then you can call me. Here in the tech space, there's two acronyms that are used very frequently: UX, which stands for user experience, and UI, which stands for user interface. Is the user interface, is the experience using the CRM easy? Is it something that requires a lot of training? And if so, who's going to do the training? Is it going to be you, the business owner? Is it going to be your managers? Is it going to be something that you write a check out to for your CRM company to fly into people to actually show your team how to use it? What does that implementation and onboarding process actually look like? And furthermore, as you grow your team and you hire and fire and have churn with your employees, who again is going to be training new employees on how to use the CRM? Is it something again that's going to require a lot of time or a lot of money to actually get implemented in your business? If you happen to be a decision maker responsible for implementing a CRM in your organization, please do me and your people a favor. We know that you're not going to be the one using the CRM, so do your best due diligence with your team to ensure that your team understands or at least has some idea of how to use the system before actually purchasing it. If it takes longer than 10 minutes to understand where to click to make a phone call or find a contact, it's not working and you need to do business with a different company. At the end of the day, if you want your team to use the CRM, you have to make it easy. And by easy, I mean really easy. Salespeople are not detail-oriented people and they do not have a tech or IT background, so please get them something that does not require training, like Sales Domination System. Obviously, every single business is a little bit unique, and so the requirements for software, services, integrations, and applications differ from business to business, which is why most businesses now have something that we like to call a tech stack. A tech stack is basically the list of software products or components that you have or subscriptions that you have all stacked on each other to help you run your business. Now, CRM is usually the foundation of that tech stack because it hosts and stores all of your customer data. Be mindful as you're choosing a CRM, which is the foundation of your tech stack, to figure out how many of those third-party applications or integrations can be handled indigenously inside your CRM. Do you actually need more integrations? If so, how easy is it for your CRM to integrate with other programs or third-party applications? So I know that there's a lot of things going on out there as far as software, but make sure that the CRM, again, as the foundation of your sales technology stack, make sure that it includes as much functionality as you possibly can to minimize the number of integrations and customizations you're going to need to successfully run and utilize your sales technology stack. As a salesperson and as a sales organization, you're going to want to get in front of more customers because that's how we make sales. We get in front of people. So, in my own experience and in your experience, you're going to have 3 problems every single day that you sit down at your desk. 1, what company do I actually want to call on or do business with? 2, who's the right person in that business for me to communicate to? What role? What title? Who's the person? The third thing is going to be the contact information for that person. How do you actually get in front of them? What are their social media profiles? What's their phone number? What's their email address? How do I actually get in front of this person? One of the most time-consuming activities that any salesperson does is prospecting for new business. If you are going to implement tools, technology, and software into your business to enable your salespeople to better get in front of customers, I would highly encourage you to find a CRM that comes along with its own lead generation tools. Before you go out and purchase a CRM, then stack on top of it and go purchase a phone or communication type of tool, and then go out and buy lead lists from lead providers, wouldn't it just make more sense to have all of those tools under one roof? Only asking because that's exactly what we do. Again, every business out there is pretty different, so you're going to need customization. So when shopping for a CRM, be aware of how many customizations you can actually do to your CRM. Do you have the ability to import documents? Do you have the ability to send out custom video messages, which I'll talk about in a second? Do you have the ability to create custom fields? And if so, is there a limitation on it? I bring all of these things up because they are questions that you need to be asking with your salesperson while you're on the phone or in some type of demo with your CRM company. What exactly can you customize? As I'm sure we can all agree, video messaging here these days is a pretty popular thing to do, and no doubt a great asset for salespeople to leverage when communicating with customers. So if video is important to you, please go out and look for a CRM that includes video text messaging as well as video email, and also allows you to set up predefined drip campaigns in both of those segments, text and email, to communicate with customers via video. I'm absolutely sure that while you're shopping, you're not gonna really find many options out there because, again, CRMs are more data repositories. If you are looking for a comprehensive and robust video messaging service within a CRM, go ahead and shoot me an email because that's exactly what we do. Let's talk client support and service. Obviously, you're dealing with technology and software. You're going to ask questions. Your team's going to have questions. There's going to be updates. There's going to be bugs. There's going to be improvements. There's going to be customization. So you need to be asking yourself throughout the sales process with your CRM company of choice, do I get somebody that can actually pick up the phone? Do I get somebody that can actually look at my email and respond to me in a timely manner? And if not, how many days do I really honestly have to wait before somebody helps me? Is this something that's going to take 3 days or a week? Do I have to pay extra for service packages? What does the support and service package look like, and how much does it actually cost? Because of how unique your business is, I would highly encourage you finding a company that actually has your back. The final thing that you're obviously going to want to consider before doing business with a CRM is going to be price. I'm sure that you have some type of budget in mind of what you'd like to spend on a CRM, but before you go out and make some decision based on price and who's the cheapest or fits your budget, understand that all 12 of the things that I just mentioned will be reflected in the price that you end up paying. We all know that cheap things aren't good and good things aren't cheap, so don't make a decision on CRMs based on price alone. And also understand that less than 40% of businesses with 10 or more employees achieve a user adoption rate within their CRM of 90%. Having user adoption rates be that low is almost like sending 10 of your kids to college and paying for it only to see 4 of them actually graduate. That would probably frustrate you as a parent, and unfortunately, that's what most businesses do when purchasing a CRM, because CRMs aren't built by salespeople who understand the values of a salesperson, a manager, or the executive in a sales organization. Most CRMs are built by coders, programmers, and developers who have no idea how to sell anything, or any idea what it's like to make a cold call, or any idea of what a sales process actually looks like. So, at the end of the day, this entire video was to help educate you, and if this resonates with you, if you feel like, man, yeah, I am frustrated with that, I would invite you and encourage you to click the link in the description below so that you can schedule a call with me and my team, and we can show you what the future of CRMs actually look like. And with that, the final thing I'd like to ask you to do is hit the subscription button. Make sure you like this video. And by the way, if I missed something or just didn't include something or did a bad job or did a great job, leave me a comment. Those are my favorites. I love engaging with you guys. And with that, I am out of here. I have a CRM company to go run to save other businesses and salespeople from those CRMs. So have a good one.